Good morning. Testing my camera after I dropped my helmet in the Wells Fargo parking lot. And took a tumble right on the camera. So, anyhow, check the vid on that to make sure that's working. Don't have to get that repaired. Chilly this morning. Got the ice warning, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So a little frosty on the thumbs. Grip heaters work fine. The Bark Buster cheapies work fine. Just a little bit of air gets by this gap in here, and it tends to hit me right on the thumb for some reason. I'll have to adjust those. So yeah, this is my 2015 1290 SA, rocking about 24,000 miles on it. I got it. See, I got it in May of 2015, and I've done road miles. I've done gravel road miles, and I did some BDR, and I would definitely not do any of the harder sections of BDR on this bike. We just did out by Moab, the Lockhart Basin area of that BDR, and there's no way. I mean, I'm sure you could just ram it up there if you had, if it's life or death, and maybe pull it up a couple of the big ones, but it would be an all-day affair. You'd be wore out. Your bike would be beat up. We did it down 700s, 690, 701, and it was doable on those bikes. Would not have been fun on this one. So, yeah, kind of losing the desire to put knobby tires on this for now. A 701. I mean, what else do I need right now? So I have switched back to the smooth tire, like a 90-10 tire, Scorpion Trail 2, I think they call it. Anyhow, I just put them on a day or two ago, and really nice so far. I mean, quiet. I couldn't tell you if they grip or not. We don't have any turns here in North Dakota besides a interstate on-ramp, so in a straight line, yeah, they grip fine. But quiet and balanced, that's the part I do like about them. They balanced out really well, really easily, I should say. And we are getting ready. So the second week in May, we're going on a big road trip. We're leaving Fargo. We're going to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then Steve-O's got a meeting down in Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, Charleston, South Carolina. He's got a meeting down there. So while he goes down to his meeting, then Eric and my dad are coming out, and then we're going to ride for 3 days while we wait for Steve to get done with his meetings and drive back up to Knoxville. We're going to do Tail of the Dragon, that whole area, Back of the Dragon, all that neat riding there. Probably avoid all off-road altogether the entire trip. So that's why I've got the smoothies on. And looking forward to it. Haven't been on a long road trip in a year. It was last June that I went on a road trip, so should be fun. I'll have to put my bead rider seat back on, get my seat in the high setting for height. I'll probably even switch my pegs back to the pivot pegs. I've got the stock ones on with rubber inserts and CJ Design extensions on them, but they're okay. I do like the pivot pegs better, so I'll probably swap those back. I think I'll put my Moscow setup on here. And put my Moscow setup on here, I think gives me an opportunity to carry some tools and things that I normally wouldn't. I mean, obviously we're going to need some clothes, but not much. I don't have any meetings or anything like that, so. But yeah, I'll probably put the Reckless 80 on here. I have the hard panners on here right now, which I never run on the highway. I mean, except for that little 5-mile commute in town here. So, I won't be using those. I don't think. It'd be easy. Pop on, pop off. Sort of the Reckless though. Open the bag, pull it out. So anyhow, I'll probably do that. I will need to. I'm going to order the Moscow Nomad tank bag for this bike. I think it'll be too long to use on the 701, which is disappointing, but it'll work awesome on this bike. So I'm going to order that. The problem with it is the length. It's 15 plus inches long, so you don't have a lot of room, between the steering head and your cack on the 701. I mean, 13 is probably pushing the edge of your comfort zone, so we'll see. Maybe the bag comes, and if it's not overstuffed and whatnot, but I'll at least get one and put it on my 1290 because I am sick of switching bags back and forth and straps and forgetting stuff in one bag and insurance and paper documents and wallet, and the wallet's an issue no matter what, but everything else just gives you an opportunity to leave something at home that you need. Tools, I've got my little Allen wrench set in there, little tiny pliers. It always seems like you need to do something. So I think I'm going to get that, but they don't become available until like May. So it'd be pushing it to get it for this trip. I'll email them today and let them know I want one. They're not taking pre-orders. They're just saying who wants one. And yikes. That was kind of orange. Something's burning. Anyhow, the 1290 has been great for, what I did with it most of the time was, we'd say, okay, let's go out trout fishing. And, I shouldn't say, we used them last fall pretty late too. So I shouldn't say it's been that long. Let's go out trout fishing in Montana or Wyoming. And so we'd throw the camping gear on, fishing poles, and run a 50-50 tire, slab it out to the Rockies there, and then once we got out there, we'd use it set up our camp, and then we'd go fishing off of them. So there was a few roads that we couldn't go on, due to the technical difficulty of them, kind of where the 701s come in. But no, anyhow, so what I'm saying is, I'd put on 1,000 miles out there, you'd ride around for 4 days fishing, but put another 1,000 on out there, and then 1,000 home. So that's how the miles are racked up on the bike. But I enjoyed all of it. Only time it sucked was like after 500 miles on the stock seat. Got rid of that issue, went with the Terry's Custom. And the only other time would have been when it was real windy in Wyoming. That's just unavoidable, I think. So here I am at work. There's their shitty Express. It probably has 100,000 on it. Anyhow, a little parking garage here. Parking conditions at work are a little tough. That's why we're building our own building. Moving on. Anyhow, over and out.